This afternoon we will tackle Nigeria. We will go to Nigeria, and then straight from Nigeria we will get to Tanzania. From Tanzania we will enter Uganda. Then we end at Guinea-Bissau. So that is why we
Great.
are here this afternoon. So our family, in case you just joined us, kindly go ahead and then tap on the screen, like the video, and share this conversation. There are numerous of conversations or content going on out there, but we have chosen to discuss our continent and let you know the reality happening so that you can understand what is going on your continent. You know, understanding is one of the most important things in life. Politically, religiously, socially, traditionally, you have to get the basic. You have to know why this is happening, why this is happening here, why this is happening there. So I have my brother here, official survivor, who is much in depth when it comes to African geopolitics. That is why I have him here. So if you are here, don't forget to go ahead and share the live conversation. Nana Buahin, I've seen you sharing this live more than five friends. Thank you for sharing. All of you watching us on Official Survivors platform, kindly go ahead and share the live. If you are watching us, you're watching on the Nation's Anchor platform, go ahead and share this conversation. Don't forget to keep on liking. You know, African youth, we are much interested in unnecessary conversations that benefit us nothing. So when some of us decide to champion some of this conversation with our platform, we won't do this alone. We will do it with those of you watching us. So let us do this together. Survivor, I hope you are ready.
Yeah, sure. I mean, this topic you have taken there is a great topic. Yeah, the way you connect it from Nigeria and then we'll go to Sudan and cross through and end in Guinea-Bissau. I'll tell you that we are going to add Ghana. Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You will finish at home.
Yes. No, Ghana is actually in the middle, because if you want to speak to what is happening from Nigeria, then you need to link Nigeria, Sudan, and Ghana together, because the same thing is raising its head in Ghana.
Wow.
Yeah, we are sitting on time bomb.
Ghana is sitting on time bomb.
I'm telling you. The nation Ghana is currently sitting on time bomb. Somebody would like to disagree, but you know, I'm going to carry all the three countries at the same time. I'm going to take, let's start the conversation with Sudan, and then we add Nigeria, and then we'll carry Ghana along. Then you understand that we are actually sitting on time bomb. There is a agenda to destabilize the West Africa. Ghana and Nigeria are the pillars when it comes to West Africa. That is a fact. Ghana and Nigeria, they are the pillars holding West Africa.
Okay.
If these two nations fall, it's a problem that I don't know whether we can recover from. It is not impossible to recover from, but it will be difficult to recover from.
Wow.
You see what is happening in Nigeria? This is how it started in Sudan.
Okay.
Nigeria, if nothing is done, we are going to end up with the same situation how you have in Sudan, the RSF and the armed forces of Sudan.
Yeah.
Sudan right now is in the middle of two military forces. One is officially the military representing the country. One is unofficial. And this group was a militia group. For you to understand the situation in Sudan, you see, you cannot understand what is happening in Nigeria without understanding what is happening in Sudan.
Okay.
So let's take it like that. Sudan, this group called RSF, their original name was the Janjaweed. You can go and check it out. The Janjaweed. The Janjaweed is just like Boko Haram, the bandits that we are mentioning in, how do you call it, Nigeria right now. They started like that. These are communities that feel, you know, they want to dominate. That was the plan. So they started like bandit group, and they are mostly at mining sites. They started from there. They got to realize that there are a lot of resources in the country. Now, the Janjaweed, the other side of the coin is that they were Arab-looking people. So the Arabs want to suppress the blacks. The Arabs-looking people want to suppress the black. They want to take over and rule the country. The government of the day then was Arab-looking government. We're not black.
Okay.
The Janjaweed, they started something called, it was ethnic cleansing. The same thing they are doing today in Sudan. They were massacring the civilian, the black population. The agenda is to eliminate the black population so that they can have Arabic, hijacking. So in other words, we can say the Arabs were hijacking the entire country. Now, how these people were having support? Those people, the Janjaweed then, was at claiming mining sites. They always operate around mining sites and attacking communities surrounding mining sites.
Okay.
Why are they on the mining site? That is the most important question. Everything happening right now, the insecurity around the continent everywhere, the whole conversation always starts with the mining site. The reason why I say Ghana is sitting on time bomb is because currently on Joy News, 5 of our forest reserve is under the control of armed men. Does that sound any alarm?
Yeah.
Yes. 5 of our forest reserve under the control of armed men. But let's put that on side. We'll come back to that. The Janjaweed was on the mining site, illegally mining in the country because you are a bandit group. The government obviously will not give you license.
Yeah.
So just like Ghana is fighting illegal mining, same thing, but this group have different agenda. Now, when they were on the mining site, they were mining at the same time. Who was trading with them? You are not selling, obviously, or you are not selling it to the government. The UAE was dealing with the illegal miners.
Okay.
Not only the UAE, but the other international players were dealing with the illegal miners because it is more loosed. It is out of control. It has no accountability. It's like you are dealing with bandits. So they provide them with weapons to protect themselves. And they provide them with money to sustain themselves, to make themselves powerful. Because international communities or the players, the truth that we need to accept is that it looks like these people are not comfortable with buying the resources from government institutions legally placed to manage resources. They always try to get it cheap. Now, there is a way they do it with our government. Our uranium, we are getting 5%. Are you aware of that? It is no accident. That is how it is. Now, if the government want to increase it, then they are going to make a lot of losses. If you are buying it, at the price of, when you do everything, the country is having 5%. You are having how many? 95%. And now they want to increase it. Even if they increase it, the government increase their own to 10%, it has affected you a lot. So they try to go through the back door and strengthen and empower the illegal miners. Yes. So the Janjaweed was getting that support. So they attack communities. How do they get the weapons? They trade. So the goal is to take over the entire, resources of the country. Now, the government of the day also play a part in the Janjaweed.
Okay.
The government then was Arabic-looking government. So they used the Janjaweed proxy-wise to eliminate the black population. So when you check the news, CNN, BBC, all of the media houses, they spoke highly about the Janjaweed. Their name in the media space carried blood in their hands. It was a massacre of communities after communities, kidnapping and unaliving. They don't have mercy. I'm telling you. So in the news, their name became the face of bloody, individuals. What did the government do? Now, the government has, the armed group, which is the armed forces of Sudan. The armed forces of Sudan represent the armed forces of the government. It is the official armed forces of the government. But there is one which is unofficial, is the Janjaweed. Now, when their name become too much and they are doing the massacre, the black communities in Sudan rose up and said, look, we are going to have our independence. Number one, this group is unaliving us. The government is giving privilege, or the Arabic-looking people are having more privilege over us, the black people. So we want to separate, because the northern side is the Arabic-looking people, the southern side you have the black-looking people. So when the uprising was going on, the unaliving went much more higher to silence them. But eventually, you have South Sudan separated. Now it's being led by black African. You understand? Now, not all black people move and are living in South Sudan because of geographical, purpose. Some black are still in Sudan. What did the government do? The government of the day, looking at the fact that the Janjaweed, which is the bandit group, let's call them their name, the bandit group was too bloody in the media. When you mention their name, it's too bloody. So what they do is that they renegotiated with them and rebranded them. They remodernized them, re-civilized them into a new name called the RSF, the Rapid Support Force.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So now in the news, when you mention the RSF, the old atrocity that they have committed is not added to that name. It looks like something new. Repented bandit. So the RSF right now, the atrocity, it make it look like you have eliminated the Janjaweed, the name Janjaweed. So when you check about the Janjaweed, RSF will not come out. The issues, the atrocity committed by the Janjaweed will pop up.
Yeah.
But RSF is representing different thing. Mikwa is the same thing. The same people is being rebranded. The same mistake Nigeria is doing. Nigeria is negotiating with the terrorists, taking the terrorists to rehab and recruiting some of them into the community, some of them into the army, some of them into police. What is going to happen? You understand? The same mistake. So it's like you are rebranding this terrorist group in Nigeria. The same mistake or the same pattern is being followed right here. So today, what is happening in Sudan is the same Janjaweed attitude in them. Only the name is changed. That's why you see them unaliving the civilians, clearing them. The goal is to empty the black population in Sudan. Why? The black population is supporting the military representing the country. This is where a problem, the problem came in. The problem actually germinated, rebranded, and became what we are experiencing right now. When the military connive with the RSF, but the RSF is now become, a private military under the government kind of thing. Okay, so let's come together and overthrow the government, so we can run the country. Because, so the Janjaweed or the RSF agree with the military. After they overthrew the government, then both the leader of the RSF and the military right now are fighting for power.
Ooh.
Because of the resources. And the population, especially the black population, is supporting the military, the armed forces of Sudan, because that one, even if they kill the civilians or they unalive the civilians, what will happen is that the international community recognize them as the military, the one in charge of the country. So that will slow them from going certain far. It is better to deal with the lesser devil. Then the Janjaweed decided that if that is the case, we are going to clear you and clear the armed forces also, everybody, and take over the country. Yes, that is what is happening. Now, the big players are fueling the whole thing. As I'm talking to you, UAE, their gold has increased 70% despite the war happening from Sudan. Oh. Despite the war happening, they are dealing with the RSF instead of the armed forces, because the armed forces is going to deal with them in terms of like real government institution with the legal price, market price. They don't want to buy it at the market price, so they go through the back door, fund the RSF, and they are getting their gold. The gold is passing through Kenya. That is the most dangerous aspect of the conversation. From the illegal miners or the illegal armed forces, RSF is passing through Kenya. Ruto's closest associate disclosed this to the media. That video is on the internet. So the fight in Sudan is about what? The resources. Now let's move from there and come to Nigeria.
Okay, hold on for me. Before we come to Nigeria,
yeah.
Family, if you are here and you haven't shared this conversation, go ahead and share this conversation. We are giving you the synopsis, the genesis, the nitty-gritties of the happenings across our continent. Now, I think you will be clear about how or what is happening in Sudan. We are coming to Nigeria. If you haven't liked this video, keep on liking it. If you have not shared this video, go ahead and share this conversation. Let's come to Nigeria.
Now, Nigeria, you have a group called bandit. Nigeria is a threat currently to the whole West Africa. Nigeria, you see, as I'm here right now, you don't see fly moving around me, right? Yeah. It means I make the room uncomfortable for flies to pass through.
Yeah.
When this place is comfortable for flies will be here. If you go to somebody's house, there's flies everywhere because that environment is comfortable for flies. If I'm here and the mosquito, it's because my room is comfortable for the mosquitoes to operate. That's why they are here. You go to another person's room, you are not going to see single mosquito because the person make the room very uncomfortable for mosquito to operate. Yeah. Nigeria has become so comfortable for the terrorist group. Honestly, because the Sahel, I'm going to see, nobody should, let me make disclaimer. This is not about tribe. We are not tribalistic. Fulani communities are beautiful people, amazing people. I always say that. They are calm people, calm looking people. But we are concerned about those majority who are using the cow as camouflage. And they are becoming problems in community. Yeah. And I particularly have concern at the rate at which Fulanis are trooping into this country with cows.
Yeah.
We are sitting on time bomb if they don't pay attention to the Fulani guys. I know we have good Fulanis, amazing people. Oh, I'm even tasty for their, those cows, you cook them, will come and chop. You love the cool Fulanis. But still, the same way we love Nigerians, and we are calling our authority to check them. Still, the Fulani group needs to be checked more than the average Nigerians. Because when you go to Burkina Faso is fighting Fulanis who are terrorizing the communities. When you go to Niger, the same thing. When you go to Mali, the same thing. You come to Nigeria, the same thing. What's all this? So there is an agenda to create a state to take over. You know, Burkina Faso's leader give them a name. Stateless people.
Okay.
They don't have a state. There is no government.
Roaming everywhere.
They are roaming everywhere, and wherever they go, the goal is to claim land. They use the cow to camouflage. Some of them, honestly, they go about their cow business. They are just businessmen. But those who have the agenda, and I can tell you there is a serious Islamic agenda behind everything going on. People are being misconstrued by the Quran. I'm telling you, there are places that children from childhood, they are being trained with the Quran to know that when you go to any community, your goal is to dominate the community with Islamic. And if the people will not accept it, I even have video here I can play to you. One of their big men was saying it. Their goal is to make sure that Islam enter every house through by force. I mean, some Muslims also say they are not related to that particular doctrine. So there's a misconception. So let us not make it religious. Let's leave it there. Now, when you go to Nigeria, the Fulani communities, most of the time in the news, the Fulani communities, these are the people having problem with the villages close to mining site. When you see these bandits, all of them, nobody will tell you these are Fulanis. The international community don't see these people as terrorists. You see them talking about terrorists, but honestly, they regard them as Fulanis.
Okay.
That is why when these people go to communities and then they attack a village, in the news you hear a clash between Fulanis and villagers. Villagers with cutlass, you came with guns, and you say a clash. It was not a clash. It was attack.
Yeah, attack on the villagers.
Exactly. Why? They want to claim lands. They want to take over. As I'm talking to you, Nigeria is having 2 armies. One in the bush. One outside the bush. I'm telling you, it's a problem there in Nigeria. Now, why are we having constant of this group multiplying in Nigeria? Because Nigeria alone, you are going to have Boko Haram, ISWAP. Those who are doubting me right now, what is the full meaning of ISWAP? Islamic State of West Africa. Go and search. Yes. So the name, what is the name telling you? When we say Islamic State of West Africa, what is that name telling you? The name describe what is it? Is to build what? Islamic State. That is the agenda.
Yeah.
The ISWAP broke into multiple terrorist group. You have the bandits, you have the Boko Haram, we have the Alakwara, we have the Alakwata, you have plenty in Nigeria alone. Why? When you check the map, Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, these 3 countries, they have resources. Those guys were in that region, and the goal is to take over the entire region and make it complete Islamic.
Okay.
That was the agenda. And the Fulanis feel like they are neglected, so they pick up arms.
Okay.
To champion the whole thing. And they use their cow to camouflage. Yep. Now, Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, they expel the French, the USA, everybody, and they bring their resources together, form one army to fight this group now. Now, the 3 Sahel nations, that region is no longer comfortable for the terrorists, because these people are now using drone to bombard them. They will use drone, map their territory and bombard them. So when you check the map, they are dripping through a line the line that connects us, how do you call it? Nigeria is sharing a very vast border with Niger. Okay. Yes, there's a very vast border there, and sharing border with Chad also. Over there, but the border between Nigeria and Chad is not too big, but Niger is sharing a very big, how do you call it, border with Nigeria. The heat is on Mali and Burkina Faso.
Okay.
And the threat usually, according to Mali and Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire also is sharing border with Mali and Burkina Faso. Côte d'Ivoire is having a backup base over there for this group. Why? They sign agreement with them. Non-aggressive pact. We will come together with you. We will provide you a place you stay, but you don't attack us. So they will be in your country operating against your neighbors. But you are protected. So it is called non-aggressive pact. Nigeria also signed it with them. That is what we call the negotiation in Nigeria. In Ivory Coast, it is the non-aggressive pact. So the threat always comes from Ivory Coast to Mali and Burkina Faso. Now, when the region become very tough for these people to now live in there, they are dripping through the line that connects. I don't know, I can't display the map, but there is a line that connects Niger, Burkina Faso, Benin, and Nigeria together. It's a borderline. They are dripping through there. The moment they come through that line, they are landing in the northern part of Nigeria and regrouping there because their people are already there. That is why they are splitting into multiple. And the army of Nigeria is so slow. Why? They have recruited these people who said they are repented into the army.
Wow.
Sheikh Gumi, who is now the president of the terrorists in Nigeria, the spokesperson of the terrorists in Nigeria, was a captain in the army of Nigeria. A former captain in the army of Nigeria. Currently, his son is serving in the army of Nigeria. The man who is stopping the army from attacking the terrorists, that they should rather negotiate with them. Even right now, he's advocating that, let me leave him, I'll come back to him. So that we don't mess up the conversation. So, when it happened like that, the army is being compromised. Because you know, I'm a Ghanaian, okay, and we Ghanaian, we have, you know, we have a concern, and we pick up arm, and then we are fighting Togo. Then the Togolese government say, oh, as it is right now there, you people, you have repented, you know, let's make this so that you just join the army together. If I join the army and my people didn't join the army, some people didn't join the army, then me, I'm in the army as a Ghanaian, and we will go and, I mean, there's a plan to go and attack our people, Ghanaian. By I will join the the Togolese forces to go and fight Ghana. I will signal them,
Yeah,
because I have my people. Yeah,
giving them information.
exactly. Yeah. Those who are doubting, let me prove that to you. The general, the brigadier general who was unalive few weeks ago, what happened? How did he die? The man led an operation which all the soldiers were afraid of. He led the operation. When they were operating, the terrorists set a place for them. It is called Bobby location. So what happened is that they set the location uncomfortable to harm them. It can be explosive and everything in there. So when they are trapped in there, then the terrorists ambush them. Then they call for air support to come and support them because it become heat. The Air Force came in and rained biscuit on the terrorists, and they won the battle. Oh. On their way going, the battle became tough on the way again. Now, the general actually sent his live location to his colleagues, letting them know where he is so that they can come and meet him there. The live location that he sent, the terrorists were able to locate him there. How? There is somebody in the army who give them the...
There is an informant.
There is an informant. Now,
you're welcome. Kofi, you're welcome. Kofi, I see you.
A U.S. missionary, the video is on TikTok. He was giving an account. He said, look, he doesn't understand what is going on in Nigeria. Sometime, they will have intelligence that the terrorists were about to move against so and so community. By this time, this date, they will inform the government. The government will inform the military, everybody. They will be quiet. 3 days to the takeover, they will inform them again. They will be quiet. The military will not be taking action. The military will be doing different things. The day the terrorists are moving from their camp to go and attack a village, they will alert them. They will not show up until the terrorists will go there and burn down villages and kidnap people away before they will get there. Why? Somebody is in the army controlling things. Because if Sheikh Gumi, who was a captain in the army, is now the leader of these people, it tells you we have more of Sheikh Gumi who are holding the front line for the army of Nigeria. So the army cannot move forward. If you are doubting this one too, those of you who are always doubters, let me use that word. Let me prove this one to you before we move forward. I'm trying to establish the fact that the army is infiltrated before we analyze the situation. The 50 student or 25 students who were abducted recently, they were kidnapped. There is a military joint, military, how do you call it? Is it military post, barracks? Is it barracks? No, the one that they set the barrier and then they are there, you know, closer to the distance. There's a military post there. 7 kilometers, is it 5 or 7 kilometers away from the school? And one is also 1 kilometers away from the school. A military post is there. And these two military posts, they have armor vehicles. So it was a solid army closer to the military. They alerted the military that, your people are coming, you know. Checkpoint, yeah. Somebody dropped the word for me. Military checkpoint. I love my communities. I love these people. When you are lost, they have the word. The checkpoint was a solid checkpoint. Now they came actually after they were informed, and when they inform you, you came there. The students were there. You came to the school. What do you have to go? They were there, asked some few questions, and then they left. The moment they left, then the kidnappers came and packed the children away. Somebody is in the army controlling the movement between the terrorists and the army. So the army is completely infiltrated. The army is compromised completely. Now, these people are threatening the government of Nigeria. If Nigeria is not aware, let me tell you. Because Sheikh Gumi, if your government touches Sheikh Gumi, the entire Nigeria will be aflame. Yes. Yes. You touch Sheikh Gumi in Nigeria. So it's like these people, they are blackmailing the government. Look, if you come for us there, your communities will go, will clear this one. Like, if the government want to go after them, it means the communities are in danger. That is just what it means, my brother.
Because
now,
yesterday I read something. Tinubu, the Nigerian government declared emergency declaration. Few minutes after that emergency declaration, terrorists attack Abuja community and then kidnap 7 residents.
It's a message they are sending them. That is what Sheikh Gumi always say. That look, if you Sheikh Gumi is passing the message, he's coding the message. Sheikh Gumi will face the media and say that no, if you want to attack the terrorists, the issue will become danger. You are going to push them. That is the same excuses given to Ibrahim Traore, Assimi Goïta, before the Malian authority under the leadership become Assimi Goïta. There was a pact between the terrorists and the army of Mali.
Okay.
Algeria was the one mediating between the terrorists and the army. Anytime the terrorists, Algeria was the Sheikh Gumi.
Okay. In
that region. So anytime the terrorists, attack a community and then the army want to go, they threaten the army that look, we are going to take over, we are going to, it become a problem. The Algeria will come in and hold the front, like negotiate. Ivory Coast, how do you call it? Burkina Faso also the same thing. When Ibrahim Traore came, Assimi Goïta and Tiani came, these people were on the ground. All of them have a particular complaint, which is also the complaint of the Chief of Defense of Staff of Nigeria. Chief of Defense of Nigeria, he also have the same complaint. The complaint is this: whenever they, battle with the terrorists and they get to the point where they are about to, claim victory, a message or a call will come, mostly from France, to the government that the soldiers should retreat immediately, and they will retreat. So it's like they are using the soldiers to play cha-cha, to play game. That is why they came in and then took over the leadership. And they declare one thing: we are not going to sign agreement or negotiate with terrorists. Drop your weapon and surrender, or we bury you. Period. That is what is going on right now. The international communities and the NGOs are no longer getting their money, because it is the fueling of the conflict that make the NGOs prosper. That is why when the army go and they attack the terrorists, the NGOs will report it in the news that the army have gone to take the life of Funanis. Truly, they are Funanis, but they pick up arms to terrorize people. You understand? to damage the image of the army. Now in Nigeria, your government cannot fight those people because the international community, who is even crying right now, that they are coming to help you. If your military go and attack these people, you see into the news, they have gone to attack the Fulani community because these people always hide behind cows. Now, these people in Nigeria, they are in the bush, they are closer to they are in the forest mine, they are in the forest. Wherever they are, there is gold, there is, there are resources there. Their target, their operation is close to the mining site. Why? That is where the lifeline of every state is. So if you want to build a state, you need to have access to the resources. Now, these people started the whole thing in Nigeria. Instead of Nigeria to shut it down, they allow it to grow. Now it's become powerful than them. I'm telling you the truth. It has become so powerful than Nigeria. Yes, I'm telling you the truth. The army in the bush is more powerful than the army outside. Nigeria is now having two states. You have one in the bush with their president Shegumi, and then you have one outside, the Tinubu government, and both of them are negotiating on your head. That is what is going on there. Now, the same thing is about to happen in Ghana. Ghana, 5 of our forest reserve.
Before we come to Ghana, hold on for me. Drink some water for me. Family, you're welcome here to the Nation's Anchor platform. And we have our brother here, Official Survivor. You can follow him on YouTube, Survivor Media, Official Survivor. You can subscribe to him or follow him on Facebook as well. Just go to Facebook and search Official Survivor or Survivor Media, and on TikTok as well. Follow him for all your geopolitics and African politics, in-depth analysis. Follow him there. This afternoon, we are delving deep to understand what is happening around us on our continent. So if you are here with us, welcome once again. Kindly go ahead and share this conversation, like this video, spread it out there. Now, we started from Sudan, we all the way we came to Nigeria. Now we are coming to Ghana. Ghana is sitting on time bomb. Survivor, now, what is Ghana's situation? Let's go.
The situation in Ghana, you see, it is no longer about normal illegal mining.
Okay.
How did we end up with DRC torn apart by armed groups? Because the armed groups started from the mining side to protect themselves from who? The state institution, the state army. How did we end up with Sudan torn apart? They started from the bush. In the bush, they are mining and illegal mining. They are battling them. They pick up weapons. And what happened? They are now powerful today, more than the state. How did we end up with Libya torn apart? It was when Gaddafi said, hey, we are taking over the entire control. The USA and whatever it is, they cannot get it directly from the government. So they want to go through the back door. They created this group. And then Libya is now with multiple armed groups at mining sites. What is happening in Nigeria? We have multiple armed groups. Where are they operating from? Mining site. Where are they attacking from? Mining site. Communities close to mining site. Where the resources are, they are hijacking. Now, Ghana, we have about 4 million people in the bush. And they are mining illegally. Now, these people, as I'm talking to you, news is coming out that 5 of the forest reserve are under their control. What does that mean? If we don't shut it now, that is how the next time you hear, oh, it is no longer 5, oh, it is now 6. Oh, it is no longer 6, oh, it is now 10. Oh, it is no longer 10, oh. Then you are going to have a whole multiple armed groups in the bush now. Because you know how much is gold right now?
Yeah.
Gold is gone. So these people living that place, it's not going to happen. If it will mean that they have to, even right now, it is much more dangerous when you have the gold board legally placed to manage the gold in the country. So the big players who want it cheap will pass through the back door. What are they going to do? They will arm these people on the ground. Now you have 5 forest reserve under the control of armed groups. That is how they are going to germinate. The arms will be going. Before you know, these people, where are they getting the arms from? You will say, oh, today there is just a normal chakavum. Tomorrow you are going to have armor vehicle with chains, bullets waiting for our soldiers.
Yeah.
That is how they are going to become powerful. That is how they are going to become a direct challenge to our security forces, and the nation will fall. So we can no longer treat these people at the mining site as normal illegal miners. It has become national security, not only to our health, not only to our health, but for us not to end like Sudan and DRC. What is happening in Nigeria? Sudan right now, do you know that the United States and the UAE came together that they are going to solve the problem in Sudan? Why? Because Donald Trump said, oh, now they explained the situation of Sudan to him. They don't even have government. He was speaking. He said, there's no government. The whole thing is just like that. So they want to go in together. They can work on it. And, hey, now the United States, their oil reserve is depleting. It's going down. That is why you have them having their eye on Venezuela, oil. They want to go and help Nigeria, oil. And those of you who think that the United States going to Nigeria will solve the situation, I feel your concern, but it will make us stupid. It will make us stupid. For us to know where the problem of insecurity is coming from on the continent of Africa, in Nigeria, in Burkina Faso, in Niger, in our continent, all over. At the same time, we'll be referring to the source of the problem to come and solve the problem. It makes us stupid. It doesn't make any sense. If you think the United States go in there, will go and solve the problem. No problem. They solve the problem in Libya. They solve it in DRC. They solve it. Oh, yeah. In even just one example is right here in front of us, Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso. They were solving the problem. The country is almost falling. It take the military to take over before the country see life. So if the United States say they are going to help Nigeria, they are going to secure them from their oil and save them in their oil. You understand what I'm saying? It's your oil. Oh. So we saw videos and helicopters, choppers coming down in the forest, supplying weapons to the bandits in the bush. So the helicopter has nothing to do with Nigeria helicopter, international community. Now the NGOs in our countries, the NGOs are playing a part. The NGOs are funding these people. This is not my saying. Burkina Faso leadership said the same thing. Even Nigeria now, they ban all the NGOs. 4,000 NGOs, they ban them. Only 100 is operating. Mali, they ban them. Now Nigeria also is complaining. Because we may think that because Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, they are military governments, so because of that, they are military, so they want to suppress the people. How about Nigeria, who is a democratic country? And your chief of defense is complaining about the same thing. They said they are seeing these people funding them. So you see, the insecurity can't wait. You see, the moment the international community come in, they come with NGOs, follow them. You see, this is one body with so many arms. Yeah. It's a one body, but you have one arm, the NGOs, you have their media following them, reporting, twisting the whole thing, and their narrative following them on the international stage. They show so much concern about what is happening. Right now, even African Union is not talking about what is happening in Nigeria more than the international community. Why? Because the oil is there. So Nigeria is becoming a threat to the entire West Africa because the Fulani groups who are regrouping with arms in their hands and they use cows to camouflage. They are waging war all over. You see them in Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso. Now they are in Nigeria. And Nigeria, they are regrouping into multiple groups. And now they have become so powerful in Nigeria. You see the problem we are having. Now, when Nigeria fall, where are they coming to? Ghana. And Ghana currently, when you go to our new site, you see Fulanis there.
Yeah.
That's one new site.
There is a town here in Asante Achem North, Agogo. Fulani herdsmen have been attacking these people. It's recently that it is quite down. We've not been hearing attacks But some years ago, some part of that town, Agogo Asante Achema Agogo, you can't go there. Fulani people are over there with their cows, and when farmers go to the farm, they attack them, they kill them severally. Many people will attest to what I'm saying over here. So they're already in the country, Ghana.
Now, I can catch, you see, following the insecurity situation very well, reading the news and doing research about understanding what is going on, I can categorically say that these people are settling in Ghana, and one day we wake up, this attack will resume. Recently,
I saw one Fulani guy in Ghana Army. He's now, he's part of the new recruits. One Fulani guy.
Whenever they go, their agenda is to claim a state. Now, let me tell you something. In Nigeria recently, those who are doubting this, let me drop this for you. In Nigeria recently, they saw a car full of Fulani US men with their cows. So they loaded the cars, that big trailer, and they put the cows inside. Plenty. The immigration officers, they saw cow. Fulanis are going about their business. The soldiers, they saw cow. The police, they saw cow. It took intelligence to let them know that among the cows are weapons and bandits. Plenty. They are going to offload them in the forest.
Alicia Anna says, please, it is still going on at Agogo. The Fulani people are still disturbing the people of Agogo.
Now, when the intelligence followed the car and they arrested the cow, do you know what they found in the car? The cows are there in the car, but inside there are weapons, sophisticated weapons with bandits, plenty inside. They are going to offload them in the bush. So these Fulanis that are coming into our communities, settling in our communities, left and right, you see them, they always go to new sites.
Yeah. So
these people work on the map. So they look at the map, and then they settle according to planning. They have the pattern. So when they are going to attack, you hear the attack, they will just come up everywhere will be hot for us. So what is happening in Nigeria? Before we realize, we have a big problem. So the Fulani people, we are not making tribalism. We love them, but honestly, all over, when it comes to insecurity, they are in the middle of the insecurity. That is concerning. And Ghanaians who are here, Nigeria must go. Nigeria must go. I want to inform you that you have much more bigger problem to deal with. When they start, the funny aspect is that to protect national security and not bring too much panic into the people, see how our media houses will be putting it. Fulani clash with villages. Fulani clash with villages. Oh, the Fulanis and the villages have problem. They will be making it look like it is a tribal fight, not knowing it is a terrorism going on. Because when they say terrorists attack a village in Ghana, everybody, that is how, everybody will be like, hey, terrorists are in Ghana. But when they use Fulani, nobody will take it too serious. That is to protect, the heart of the people, or to make sure that there's no panic in the country. Before you realize we have a problem, we'll end up like Nigeria. And you know what? I'm praying that there should be if the day we wake up and we hear that there is coup d'etat in Nigeria, see, the man who will do that coup d'etat should be somebody with sound mind and know where he's going on.
Okay.
Nigeria will fall. Like we'll have a situation like the RSF and the armed forces of Sudan. That's something as these guys will go out of order completely, and the goal is to go all out now. It's no longer there's not going to be limit in their massacre. So I'm only praying that, look, when there's going to be any coup d'etat in Nigeria, it shouldn't be exactly coup d'etat. You see, Burkina Faso, what they did, they went to Russia They bought some planes right now. They are no longer engaging these people on the ground. Oh. When the soldiers will be in the bush, we are dodging it. It was hitting us. Oh no, 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 no. The drones are in the sky. Recently, they released a 3 footage of that. The drones are in the sky, and they are mapping the territory. Okay, this is their camp. This is their camp. This is their camp. And then they will rain the biscuit on them. No soldier is on the ground with them. They are not even seeing the drone. The drone is sophisticated. Yes, it's in the sky. It's in the cloud. So the drone is sophisticated with camera and weapons. So they drop it on them. So the region there is no longer safe for them. That is the only way. A Nigerian lawmaker, a former lawmaker, was making a complaint that they even call the, how do you call it, private military men, mercenaries, like the Wagner group kind of things, to come and help them fight the terrorism. But you see, some of the politicians are benefiting from the terrorism. So because of their own greedy this thing, they allow the missionaries to go. Because these people, according to the man, they are operating like how Burkina Faso is operating. They are in their room, and then the drone will fly and locate the territory of the... Meanwhile, even the Nigerians, the politicians know where the guys are. They will locate their territory and then mark it, pam, 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 on them. Nigeria said no, because some of the politicians are benefiting. So the Nigeria population is hijacked between terrorists, their own government, and they're in the middle. Yes. So Ghana, what is raising its head in Ghana? When people are now using arms at our mining site, it is no longer illegal mining, It has become a thing, because these people right now, since if your soldiers, become reluctant in attacking them because they are carrying arms, then they need more arms to challenge your security. They need more arms. Then if the rest also realize that those people, they have gotten arms, and because of that, they are no longer intimidating them at the mining site. They are also going to get arms. Where are they going to get them from? The backdoor dealers. Before you know, we are going to end up with multiple armed groups on our mining site. This is a danger to our country. We are sitting on time bomb with these people generating arms at mining site, with Fulanis loading themselves into these communities left and right at new site. We have a big problem to deal with in Ghana. We need to start shouting. Our authorities should start questioning the Fulani and regulate them solidly. If they are bringing the cow and taking anything out, they should check them, because in the middle of all the conflict in West Africa, they are in the middle of Ayao. That's the problem we are having.
Special survivor, thank you for giving us the synopsis and the nitty-gritty understanding of all what is happening. Today, I wake up to read in the news that Nigeria has issued a statement condemning the military takeover in Guinea-Bissau. You, Nigeria, you not think of yourself. So let me read. I have it here. Let me read. It says, Nigeria condemns Guinea-Bissau military coup, calls for immediate restoration of democracy. Survivor. So looking at all these insecurities, all this terrorism going on, let me say the lives of Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali have been able, or have wake up, put themselves together, form alliance, are dealing with this. But still the problems keep spreading. Now Nigeria, the so-called giant of Africa, we all seen what is happening in Nigeria. So what is the reason, or what is stopping African Union or West African ECOWAS for us to come together as a united body, forming one military to fight all these terrorist insecurities? What is stopping us from doing
that? When somebody is the cause of your problem, and you are in the pocket of the person at the same time, the person is the one controlling you, how are you going to deal with the problem? To solve the problem, you need to become a direct enemy to your most loyal partner, the international community. The African Union, as you see it today, it was the camouflage of what we are supposed to have. It's a counterfeit. It is the European African Union of Africa. European African Union. It is EAU. It is no AU. Add the a European African Union. They are even planning right now, ECOWAS is planning to deploy standby force. The army of ECOWAS, they are going to join military together. The same thing they want to do in Burkina Faso, to go to Guinea-Bissau. Can you imagine that? Up to now, as I'm talking to you right now. Yes. And you see, the coup d'etat that happened in Guinea-Bissau, it has two phases. The first phase is that election is not over. Election is over. Results are about to be, declared officially, and two candidates declare victory with their party members jubilating on the street.
Yeah.
At the same time, before the military could realize, there was gunshot closer to the Electoral Commission office. The gunshot was not even coming from the military. What do they have to do? So the nation is already tensions. So they took over. That is one side of the conversation. The other side of the conversation is this. Because if they don't take over, the nation will fall in chaos. We'll have Tanzania conversation. You understand? And they will be giving command to buy the people on the street.
Yeah.
Because the politicians load the country with tension, because somebody doesn't want to leave power, somebody wants to also come to power. The other side of the conversation is this. The incumbent president arrested and put the main opposition in prison before the election started. But apart from the fact that the main opposition has been arrested, the optional opposition is now become the leading member in the election. Surprisingly, that man also is winning. You are afraid that the main opposition will overtake you. And now, when you jail him and you say that, oh, this one there, just like Ghana and MPP and how do you call it, that woman who died.
CPP, Kwiadonko.
Kwiadonko, you say, oh, let's jail Mahama and his crew because these guys, they have upper hand. Then we jail Mahama and the crew, and only for us to realize that Kwiadonko is winning the election also. The people diverted the aggression.
Meaning all those in NDC support the Kwiadonko's party.
Straightforward. So it become a problem. Now, we are suspecting, or there is a suspect in the air. I can't confirm that. But what I know is that there was tension. That thing is tension in the country. Now, what is suspending, and we are trying to go around it to see whether it's true or not, is that the coup could be fake by the incumbent, realizing that he's losing. Then the military will take over because they dispose him. I think it's in Senegal or something. Yeah. So, could it be so? We have no idea. I personally don't want to buy into that. Honestly, I don't want to buy that. But that is what is in the air. Senegal released a statement and said the coup is fake. It was a setup, according to Senegal. And ECOWAS through Alassane Ouattara. Currently, if not because you say, oh, let's go live. I was about to create video about it. I said, okay, let me just leave it. Tomorrow I'll update the public about that. He spoke in French, so I need to interpret it. So he released a statement. The ECOWAS standby force, they want to take it and go and disturb Guinea-Bissau to restore order. So the thing is this. If you have a standby force, why won't you use it to help Sudan?
Nigeria.
Why can't we use it to help Nigeria? Yeah. If you have a standby force which is so solid, your standby force only come to active when there is coup d'etat. But when the nation is falling under military democratic governance right now, you have nothing to do about it. Nigeria is virtually falling. Nigeria is falling. We will wake up and begin to shout free Nigeria very soon. Your standby force is nowhere to be found in this conversation. We can't find the standby force. Where are the standby force? It only comes to active when there is military coup d'etat. The standby force could not go and help the people in Tanzania where hundreds were shot randomly on the street. Oh. But if it were to be military coup d'etat, the standby force will be active. African Union will become active. So it's a problem. Ghana condemn, as you said, we are not part of the condemnation. Ghana government condemn the coup. We are not part. We are not part. We are not associating ourselves with any condemnation from anywhere. We are not part.
Okudeto condemns.
Okudeto and John Dramani Mahama condemn. We are not part of that condemnation. Because if it were to be the case where the chaos germinated and the soldiers on the street buying the people, they shut down the entire internet and then close all doors to communication, and they are taking the life of the civilians silently in the country, Ghana would have been quiet. ECOWAS community would have been quiet. African Union would have been quiet. They did it in Tanzania. We are not saying it for saying. They did it in Tanzania. How many people have seen the CNN video? A pregnant woman was shot on the streets like a dog. Tanzania. Before people could turn and say, this is a pregnant woman, the person who turned like this, they shot his head also, adding to the pregnant woman. Like, a lot happened. They packed people in a corner. All of them dead. They load them. They plenty, more than 100 in Tanzania. You see, you know what happened on the street of Tanzania when they took over and then closed door to all channels and information? It was deadly.
African leader issued a statement. I didn't hear from Ghana. I didn't hear from Nigeria. No Africa, ECOWAS, none of them issued a statement.
No African leader. No African leader made any statement from anywhere. All of them were quiet. But do you know what? They congratulated the woman. They congratulated Pobia. They congratulated everybody. Yeah. Even right now, as we are speaking, Museveni is causing chaos. Museveni is the one causing chaos. As Ugandans in the house, we don't know what governance system you are practicing. It is not democracy. It is not dictatorship. We don't know what you are practicing. Only you and your government know. It is a government by Museveni, and of Museveni. It's causing chaos left and right. African leaders are not saying anything. Recently, Togo, the citizens died. Some of them, they found them in gutters. They packed them in gutters. People are missing right now as we are speaking. People die left and right. Guess what? African Union is nowhere to be found. ECOWAS is nowhere to be found. None of them is speaking. But assuming there was coup d'etat in Togo, ECOWAS will become active, African Union will become active. Now, if there is coup d'etat, you see the coup d'etat in Guinea-Bissau right now. Was there no coup d'etat in Gabon? Did you see ECOWAS and African Union talking too much, blah, blah, blah? No. You know why? Because the guy agreed, to go with France, how everything, yeah? Yes. The guy agreed to go with France. So long as you want to abide by the rules of the imperialists, our institutions, ECOWAS and African Union, they will be quiet. They don't have problem with you. But when you are not saying anything and then the whole thing is uncertain, the international community give them pressure to take action. They are not on their own. No. These are people that, they are like TV. You on them, when there is coup d'etat, you off them. When there is no coup d'etat, when people are dying on the street, when the nation is falling, you off them. When there is coup d'etat and it's going to affect the imperialists, then they own them. That is what is going on. These guys are not serious. These are old people who don't know who they are. They don't know. They are just, abiding to the rules of their master. Now, something is happening in West Africa. There is a platform called Accra Initiative. I don't know if you know about it.
Let's go. I'm listening. Accra Initiative.
Yes, there's a platform called Accra Initiative. This platform was built or was brought on board by Ghana. Ghana is the one in charge of the Accra Initiative. The goal of the Accra Initiative is to combat terrorism in West Africa. The West Africa coast nations should come together on that platform. We will contribute our soldiers. Our soldiers will work together and will combat terrorism. Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, Benin is involved. I mean, the West Africa, all of them are involved. Recently, Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso move out of the platform. They don't want to operate, to use the platform again. All of a sudden, they don't want, they are not interested. So Mahama was like, look, they are not participating. These three nations are not participating. So there is a need now to create a new platform where they can come on board and we can combat terrorism. Why do Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso have to leave the platform? That's the question we need to ask. The reason why they left, are you on bicycle? So the reason why they left the platform is because we came together to form a body to combat terrorism. Now, at the time when Akufo-Addo was the president of Ghana, this man who is on board, that is in charge of the platform we are using to fight terrorism and secure our countries, is now working with the imperialists to destabilize us. He went there to do gossip. That is number one. Because Ghana is in charge, is the champion or the leader of the Accra Initiative. And the leader of Ghana is now gossiping about us and sabotaging us. That is number one. We are tracing the reason why Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso left. The second point is this. Ivory Coast is part of the Accra Initiative. What is the goal of the Accra Initiative? To combat terrorism. Now, Ivory Coast, who is on the platform where we are going to use to fight terrorism, is also signing a non-aggressive pact with the terrorists. It's signing agreement with the terrorists. Instead of us to fight the terrorists, some people are signing agreement with the terrorists. How do we fight the terrorists now? Nigeria is not completely part of the Accra Initiative. Why? Nigeria is playing a part as observer, but it's not a member. Why? It is because they also sign a non-aggressive pact or they are negotiating with the terrorists in their country. So it becomes a problem to deal with because the members of the group that we are using to fight the terrorists are signing deal with the terrorists. How are we going to be part of that group? That is why Mali is out, Burkina Faso is out, and Niger follow. Now Ghana is trying to get a new platform where they can come on board because Ghana, you know, I'm happy that Ghana, when it comes to security, we are working with the Burkina Faso authorities to secure our border. Okay. We are not that one there. Honestly, the government is not letting guard because if we lose guard over there, they will troop into the. See the way these people will drop from the north. It will be a whole They will come through the border of Burkina Faso. So our soldiers are working so hard to make sure that we don't have the terrorists coming from Burkina Faso because we are sharing a very big border with Burkina Faso. That is why we should be concerning if these people will not come with guns, because the security is too tight. They will come in using their car.
Absolutely.
Yes. Because the security on our border is so tight that they can't come in disguised as terrorists. They need to rebrand. So what are they going to do? They will come with their cars. We'll see them as Fulanis.
Yeah.
And they will be settled because these days they are coming too much. I know you are going to post this. Please, the Fulanis are coming too much. And we are not against.
They always come as bringing cows. So our immigration should be very, very vigilant in these cars, in these trailers, bringing in cows.
Yes.
But by the time we realize
we are gone.
They are not just cows. There are ammunitions and people coming through as cows.
Yes. Because we are honestly, the Ghana there, we are securing our border a lot. So the only way these people can come into our country is through using cows, as they always use. They will come in your community like they are coming with cows and they are coming to do their business. You are dealing with the terrorists. We are not against the Fulani communities, but we cannot deny the fact that in the middle of the insecurity in West Africa, the Fulanis are in the middle of the conversation. Let's establish that fact.
Absolutely.
Nobody can deny that. Even if you want to deny that, let's check the news. Should we begin to display the news here? Fulanese communities attack. Fulanese communities attack. Should we start displaying it here? It's all over. So it is not about, we are against the Fulani communities. No. The same way we are, the Nigerians can come here, no problem, and do business legitimately, but we are still calling our authority to check them. The same way we are calling that they should check the Fulanese also, because they are coming too much these days. That is how in Nigeria is falling in chaos right now because of Fulanese. When you go to the villages that have been attacked, majority of the villages, their leaders will tell you that, look, it is the Fulani community that have been attacking them. It was not a clash, it is attack. Let's put it the way it is. Why is it that CNN and the Western media, France 24 and co, are banned from, Burkina Faso or in the Sahel? It is simply because when the military is trying to solve the problem, when the military is trying to solve the problem and going after the terrorist group, they are putting it out there as attack on Fulani communities. And these people, you know what they do? They live in the bush and they have families. So their women cover up for them. Their women are also in the agenda because they understood the assignment of, they want to claim land. Yeah. So their women are supporting them. That is why when they are calling that they should ban the movie The Head, I stood against it. You can't ban that movie because the movie depicts exactly what is going on. Today, let me say this. I know if I will post this. I'm saying this to all Ghanaians. If you are in a car traveling this Christmas and on your way going, and all the drivers should listen, and you see Fulani people crossing the road and you have to wait and they cross the road, please turn your car and return back to Accra.
Wow. Hey.
Turn your car, because these people are no longer, we are afraid. Turn your car. The moment you see them using the car to cross the road and you have to wait, cars will come and the same thing. That is how they hijack the, the travelers in Nigeria. So the movie depicts exactly what was happening. The cars will be going, and then before you realize, Fulanis are crossing the road. So what is he going to do? In the middle of the forest. So the checkpoint are far away from you. Then they are crossing road. Then you need to wait. This car needs to wait. The one behind you need to wait. And the cars are many. I'm telling you, before the car finish crossing, they will just stop on the way and then you have a problem.
Somebody is asking a question here that are Fulanis not Africans?
It is not about Fulanis not are Africans. The communities they are attacking, are they not Africans? Are the communities Europeans? Is the communities Europeans? You see, when we say Africa, we are talking about family. Ghana is a family. Nigeria is a family. All of us on the continent, we are family. So in every family, even at home, when a child becomes notorious, the child needs to be dealt with. Sometimes they disown them. What are you talking about? Because we're Africans, so we should endanger our life. Do you see us as Africans? If you see the communities as Africans, we will see, what's up? There's no problem. Are they Europeans? They are not Europeans. They are not Indians. They are not Chinese. They are Africans too. The people that are being kidnapped. Right now, Nigerians, when you are going to church in Nigeria, you need to, after you pray, you need to carry AK-47.
Now,
God will protect you spiritually. You will protect yourself physically.
No. If you are in Nigeria now, if you are going to church, no need to take Bible. You have to get a machete. You have to get a cutlass. No need to carry Bible. No. Yes, that is the reality.
Because the Bible is no longer serving the people.
No. But my brother, let me ask this question. You see, recently you can see that our president John Dramani Mahama is very much interested in free Africa movement. I mean, Pan-Africanism. I mean, visa free. I mean, isn't this also another dangerous terrain, making movement free? I mean, up and down. Isn't are we not opening gates for these guys because all in the name of one Africa, Pan-Africanism? Isn't that also dangerous?
So this is what it is. You see, the United States, you have multiple states coming together. Let's say multiple countries coming together. Once in a while, you hear, when even in the United States, there are, small crimes on the street and all that going on. But you see, when they deport you in the United States, you can't come back again. They set up a system to make sure that everything is checked. Everybody is checked. You understand? There should be a system checking our movement. When we say visa free, it only simply means that, it doesn't make sense for us to be requesting visa, because a terrorist can even hide under any guise to get a visa and come to Ghana. You understand? A terrorist or a dubious person who wants to come and champion some agenda here will come legally with all the papers and do whatever they have to do. But if we put the right measures in place, these things will be checked. Do you understand? Even right now in Ghana, when you say free visa, free visa, free visa, free, or we want to even tighten our visa restrictions, let's tighten it. Tighten it. Let me tell you, if you deport somebody right now, the person will come back tomorrow without the system even detecting them that they have come again. So we have a loose system. So when we are advocating for visa-free movement, there should be a system in place to make sure that everything is checked, like a sophisticated security system. You understand? You can't go to the United States right now and commit a crime and think that you are going free. The crime there, you commit it in every country. Even you go to Russia right now, can't I get visa and everything? I'll go to Russia, and then you have gun in your hand, and then maybe you are targeting somebody, or you want to champion some agenda. The moment you commit the crime there, you will not go scot-free. But Ghana here, we don't even know where the crimes are coming from. Nigeria, we don't even know where the crimes are coming from. It's coming from everywhere. There's nothing to check. When you go to, everywhere, that is how it is. So African Union needs to play a major role in rebranding our movement in a way that will check how many people enter Ghana today. There should be a system notifying, knowing how many people enter today, how many people left. Data about, you understand what I'm talking about? Because we are even in the smart age where AI is available. So if somebody come and commit a crime here, my brother, you can't go scot-free. You will be arrested and dealt with. Today, somebody can commit a crime in Kaswa and pass through any corner and then land in Nigeria. Nobody will detect the person. You understand? So when we say visa-free, doesn't mean that we say visa-free, so everybody will just come to everybody's country. You just move from South Africa and then you are coming to Ghana. Nigerians, all of them are. No. Even Burkina Faso right now, do you know what they are doing? Burkina Faso is centering nationalism to roots. When you are rooted in the nation, you can no longer, not everybody will just have, like the way Nigerians have Ghana card here left and right. No. Because Burkina Faso, they believe that, you see, when I'm from Ghana and I go to Burkina Faso and I become a Burkinabe, I will not have the patriotism to defend Burkina Faso as my country as I would do to Ghana. So they are laying emphasis on people rooted from Burkina Faso. And they are making their system so sophisticated these days. They even discovered that the terrorists are moving from this thing deep. You see, they are chasing them into the bush, and so they will take motor and camouflage as normal civilians who come and buy things and go back. Now all the, how do you call it, the number plate and everything is now being, they are now digitalizing it. If your motorbike is passed and then the camera pick it on the street and it cannot be found in the system, it will alert the system and they will come and pick you. So they are digitalizing everything. That's what they went around. Yes, recently the video, you see, most of the time they do their things with French, so we don't benefit much. They went announcing to all the motor riders that there's going to be complete registration because they are seeing flaw in the system. And they are going to make sure that they, like Jana, even Jana here. Let me use that man just for example. Nana Yebiafo. If you are going to Dumesuya right now, Dumesuya, the issue of visa free, let's talk about it. Somebody is in this country, Ghana. If the government of Ghana, African Union, you are confused, go and consult that man. He will give you sense.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Nana Yebiafo. If you are in ECOWAS, African Union, African leaders, and you are confused, oh, if you make it visa free, people will troop into our country. This confusion, Nana Yebiafo has eliminated that confusion. With the camera, CCTV camera that he put in on the street of Dumesuya. If you go to Dumesuya right now, the moment I'm entering, my picture is being captured into the system.
Yeah.
The moment my eye contact with the camera, it record me into the system.
Yeah.
Immediately, everything I'm saying, camera can pick it. Even if you're in your room and you are planning an agenda, the camera will pick it. You are afraid to go and commit crime there because there's no way out for you. You can't go, like, they will fish you out. Even if you are planning something in Dumesuya right now that maybe we are going to buy somebody, you will not finish before the system will detect that word of agenda because it's AI. AI is picking the conversation. AI is not the confused electronics. All the conversation is analyzing what the people are talking about. What is it about? It is not to spy on the people, but to safeguard the community. So even if you are planning anything dubious, what is going to happen is that the AI will understand that, these some people are planning, to go and rob. They will alert, they will signal the police station because all the data is at the police station. Give them direction. This is what it is. It's straight. They will come and pick you even before you start the nonsense. Unless you people speak in tongues. So imagine everybody in Dumesuya, Nana Yebiafo decide that, look, we are going to register everybody, get your facial recognition all over working properly in our system. So the moment you enter, your name, the moment that you enter, the camera capture your face, analyze who you are, your name and detail pop up. It shows that you came to this community today.
Yeah.
How many people come to the community? Where are they from? Because when your details come out, it says that your residence is, how do you call it, Spinters. You come from, every of your detail is already in the system. How are you going to commit crime in that community? So you can come and do business legitimately and go back freely. Criminals will be afraid to go into that community today. That is how Africa, our system, we need to come together and work it like that. This man right here, Nana Yebiafo, is a good example of what we should do to secure Africa. Yes. Now we are confused. How do you call it? Our brothers in, South Africa, they are sucking up foreigners. They are not interested in visa free. No. They are sucking up foreigners. If you go to South Africa and then you are not a South African, they can come and sack you at the hospital when you are on treatment. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, they call them Operation Dudula. They are activists who have taken it upon themselves to make sure that all foreigners bounce out of their country. The only problem we have with them is that when you are a white person, now one day they don't have a problem with you. But black foreigners, especially Nigerians, Nigerians, you too much. Yeah? Your Nigerians offer you, I beg you, talk to my Nigerian brothers.
The country is
Your
not
own is
safe
too
for them
much.
anymore. Their country is not safe for them anymore. Now, as I'm speaking with you, they are all running. Most of them are running to Ghana, are trooping into Ghana because they feel comfortable here than their own country.
Exactly. And you see the crime rate by Nigerians in this country.
Yeah.
You see the crime rate by Nigerians in this country.
Yeah.
I said it from the beginning that when you make this place comfortable right now, flies will be all over.
Absolutely.
Flies are not moving all over because it's not comfortable. Nigerians coming to Ghana to do business is very comfortable for them because our system make it so much that when they come to do business, they flourish. Their business flourish. It is comfortable for them to do business. The same way the system make it comfortable for them to come and commit crime. That's why you have the criminals also coming in.
Absolutely.
So even if you say we are chasing Nigerians today, chase them all. They will come back again. One example is Niger, those who are begging on the street. What happened? All of them came back. All of them came back. Let me tell you what Burkina Faso did to the beggars. The beggars on the street of Burkina Faso, you know, begging, just like Ghana, you know, it's a crime.
Yeah.
Burkina Faso, they don't want any law to be, how do you call it? They don't want any law to be broken again. Just like United States, when you break the law, they use it to build a nation. It's either fine you or you understand. But Burkina Faso is taking a particular decision that, look, the issue of prison, no, he doesn't like it.
Okay.
He doesn't like it. If you're a politician, you steal the money from the nation and they arrest you. They will be using 10 years to prosecute you. Sometimes you will die. Your time will reach, you die. With our money. You'll be free up and down, taking your car. You'll be in the car, come to court, and then they'll prosecute you. You go back. You tomorrow you come back. After 3 months, they'll be doing that 10 years. Sometimes the judges will die, new judge will come. Sometimes new government will come and favor them. Sometimes the case will become everlasting case. Sometimes also some of them, when they arrest them and put them in jail, the money they steal, no, then chop them.
Yeah.
So this is what Burkina Faso is doing. When you break the law, you are going to work. If they are going to fine you for so amount, you are going to work on it. Like you work according to that money. So the beggars on the street, and they are begging. So the soldiers were passing by and they saw them. They didn't mind them. Tomorrow they came again. So they go around, look at where the beggars are all over the capital city. And then one day, the brigade task force, they went and packed all the beggars and interviewed them. Right now in Burkina Faso, the easiest way to get employed is to go and break the law. They interview them. It is not about taking them to court. No, they quote the law to them there, making them understand they are breaking the law. It's not the time for you to go and look for a lawyer and the lawyer to come and be defending you. And then, you know, as I'm here right now, even as I'm here right now in Ghana, somebody can break into this room on live like this and rob me. And you will see it. You all will see it that the person robbed me. Evidence on camera. The person will go and pick a lawyer. And then the lawyer will be defending the person. It will take like 5 years. It makes us stupid. So they read the law to them on the street. Papa say, when you do this, you should go to prison for 3 years. And then when you go to prison for 3 years, they should fine you this amount. Papa said this and that and that. Okay, no problem. After they make them understand and they agree that they have broken the law, what did they do? Immediately they packed them into pickup, took them to, how do you call it, work site, Faso Mebo. Go and see how these beggars are laying bricks. We want people to work in the country, you are begging. Young boys, they are on the street and they are begging. No way, you are going to work. That is where they realize that some of them even have weapons on them to protect themselves from, any thieves and whatever it is. Yes.
Wow.
And some of them also, they came with their children. They came with their children. They put the children on the street and they are doing all kinds of things. Do you understand? So it became a problem in the country. So they pack them. Some of them, you see how they package their faces and it look like they are old people and they have beer. Not knowing these are young people who have strength. They just put the beer and things. Oh, come and see, they were in the jalabia. They were in the jalabia and they are laying bricks. This one will give you this one. I say, hey, suck over.
You see, I'm a military leader. Everything is.
A minute, a minute,
No
a minute.
No problem. No problem. Greetings, family. In fact, I hope you are all enjoying the conversation. I was in a particular location. The rain disturbed me. That is why I ran home. So, pardon me for my instability. I was at a particular location. I love doing my videos at that place. So the rain started coming. That is why I have to rush home so that the rain will not destroy my phone. This afternoon, I'm very sure that you've enjoyed this conversation with Official Survivor. You've got enlightened. So in Burkina Faso right now, when you are found on the street begging, straight to working site.
Yeah, yes. Even recently, now in Burkina Faso, once you break the law, you are going to work inside. It's no longer that now you go to prison and wasting our state money. Even recently, Ghana, they increased the money that the prisoners should be eating. They have increased in the is it 2 city from 2 city to 3 city, or a lot of money. We are just there, and no, we should be using these people to do agriculture, producing food for the country.
Wow.
The state should own a farm. And these people are going to be the laborers. Work! You break the law, allez! If you bypass the traffic light, don't worry. We take you, you go to the side, you work like 1 week, be like that in the farm. You come back, you reason?
Wow.
Yes. You see the how do you call it? The newly built stadium that Ibrahim Traore just commissioned. They rebranded the stadium and we all celebrated it. Adebayo Sheyi went there and, they play football. The electrician that worked there, somebody in the electrical team came back and the goal of the person is to come and steal the cables that they used to do the electrical work. The guy came and then tried to remove the armor cables and things. He disconnected the CCTV camera and then, pack the cables and, the security they hijack him. No problem. They say, how did you do it? There were two. Then he was say, I went here, I opened this one, I did this. Oh, okay. Oh, it is against the law? He said, yes. Oh, no problem. Faso Mebo, they pack him in the car. Work inside. If you are supposed to be in prison for that, for 10 years, you are going to work for the country for 10 years.
Yeah.
If they are supposed to fund you 3 million Ghana cedis, CFA franc, they will make sure that they will allocate a working process that will take that amount of money. If it will take like 4 years for you to finish the work, they will employ you. Your payment is not going to come to you. You will eat, but your payment will not come to you. Your payment, they will deduct it in the fine that you are going to pay. That's all. You work lah. So Burkina Faso and everybody is because you see, the people themselves are devoting to work for the country. So we have volunteers who are working, and Faso Mebo want everybody on board. Now, I'm on the demo. I got Fifima. So, whatever Fifim, you understand. So Burkina Faso right now, honestly, they are winning the security war. They are building their nation, and you can see that the leader prioritized Burkina Faso. He's not into too much in the rest of the country because they also have leaders. So he's into his country, building his country. But whatever they have to do for the Sahel together, he's involved. But the development-wise, he's building his country, and he vowed that, look, these people, he came from the ground. So he understood the situation already before coming on board. That is why I say in Nigeria, there should not be a situation where a military will take over and the military man will be somebody who, those guys who are always in the office and they don't know what is happening on the ground. It will be a problem in Nigeria. Nigeria will just end up like Sudan. But if somebody from the ground understand that, these people, they are toiling with our life and they took power. They know how to eliminate all the terrorists. They are not going to, you don't have to, because we are dealing with a government. The Nigeria government doesn't have any excuse to give us why they can't defeat terrorism. No excuse. You have every means to acquire fighter jets. You have every means to acquire drones. You know where the terrorists are. When they kidnap the people from the church, what happened? The politicians contacted the terrorists. Hello, what's up? How are you doing? Wallahi, not good. We heard that you have arrested, you have kidnapped some people, you pick some people in the church. Oh, there's too much tension. Can you leave them? Say, okay, you can keep the 25, leave the 30. And they arrested.
Negotiating with the terrorists. They will be negotiating with the kidnappers.
And you know what? Shegumi actually said he went to the terrorists and they asked him, so you know where the terrorists are? He said, yes. Now, how about our politicians? Why is it difficult for our security men, the soldiers, and they don't know where, they are finding it difficult to know where the terrorists are? He said, they know. When he was going to the terrorists, the politicians follow him.
Oh.
To the terrorist enclave. They went there, like, how are you? Allah Akbar. Are you guys doing well? You have kidnapped some people. Where are they? They saw the kidnapper. Oh, they are in the okay. Give us few and hold your fire for some time. You are taking too much. Take it slow. All right, see you later. And then they go.
Governor Amuneke.
You understand? You have every means. So you know where these people are operating. What do? You take fighter jet, drones, map their territory, and you bombard them. That is what you should do.
Today I made a video. I haven't posted it yet. I'll post it in a few hours. I said it in that video that give Nigeria to Ibrahim Traore for just 24 hours and these terrorists will be neutralized. Am I lying?
He know where they are. He know, and he won. He won about this. He won about this. He was granted an interview. He said, look, these terrorists, those who are negotiating with them, he's not pitying the politicians. He's pitying the people on the ground because the people are not friends. The people have agenda. You negotiating with them, it's not stopping them from achieving their agenda. It only keep them in your country to continue doing what they are doing.
Yeah.
Negotiation is actually agenda. So what they do is that, you see, they will tell you that if you want to go after us, we will attack your communities. We will break hell on your communities. So we can be in good terms with you. So now when you negotiate with them, for some few months, you see them coming down. Do you know what they are doing? The next time they attack again, and you check, they have much more plenty sophisticated weapons. So when you negotiate with them, you see them in your country taking their time to build their military, getting more armed, training in the forest, building momentum, and they are growing to the level where they can match up to the energy of the security forces of representing the country. Then they begin to challenge directly. That is what is happening in Nigeria. Recently, they said the terrorists and the security forces together with the government, they are coming to do peace talk. Come and see. The bush, the forest in Nigeria has even, you would think that they have electricity, they have Wi-Fi, they have a cinema house, they have a club. Oh, it is a whole vibe. Come and see how terrorists are coming.
They have it all in the bush.
They have it all in the bush.
Recently, I saw a video.
No, I mean, I feel like that is what is happening in the bush because it looks like the people are more in the bush than in the normal community.
I've been seeing that
the government
on TikTok live. Haven't you watched that video? Nigeria terrorist bandit on TikTok live.
Yes. But if you are a normal Nigerian and you go live and talk about the government, they'll come and pick you. But terrorists are on live telling you that we are going to kidnap your politicians, they are going to kidnap everybody. Recently, they used the taxpayers' money. The taxpayer that these people are killing, they use the taxpayers' money. Do you know what they do? They rent canopy, waiting for the terrorists to come, and they carry their motor, boom, 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 and they come and park, and they say they are doing peace talk. Now, let me expose something that Nigerians are not, paying attention to. Sheikh Gumi is building an army. Sheikh Gumi is building a state. Sheikh Gumi is building an invisible army. Before Nigeria will wake up, they will wake up in surprise. The guy is building an army. Currently, he is using camouflage. Recruiting, he will go and then talk to the terrorists. And they will masquerade as repented, and they will push them into the communities. They are recruiting some of them, that is the truth. And do you know what? Those are the ones giving information, what is happening in the army, to those who are in the forest. Now, he's now advocating right now that the government should allocate budget for the terrorists, because the reason why the people are doing banditry is because they don't have any budget going to them. It look like their country, they are out of the equation when it comes to national conversation. They are not living a good life. They are not, how do you call it? Nobody is paying attention. No government sat down to, see into their plight and whatever it is. So a lot of nonsense. So the government should allocate budget so that, when the budget is going to them, and then, their life will become better, they will re-civilize them. And then gradually, they will also come into a whole lot of nonsense, and Nigeria government is buying that too. So you come, the taxpayers that these people are taking their life, we are going to use their money now to fund them back. Can you imagine that? So Sheikh Gumi is building an army gradually. So Nigeria is having two presidents. You have Sheikh Gumi, who is the president and the commander in charge of the armed forces of the bandits, and you have Tinubu, who is in charge of the people of Nigeria and the armed forces of Nigeria. These two are the head in Nigeria right now. Nigeria is now completely being divided. Very soon, like South Sudan, I'm repeating this because what I'm saying is true. We'll end up with the bandit army and the Nigerian forces battling together, just like RSF and the armed forces of Sudan are fighting over territory. So Nigeria, you need to sit up. Sheikh Gumi is having an agenda. He's building an army from the bush, and I'm telling you that currently, as we speak, that army is so powerful than your normal Tinubu army can fight. That is why they are afraid. If terrorists can just go, who does that? Terrorists can just go and then take a brigade army general and eliminate him, execute him like a dog. And the army did not declare war on these people up to now, including those who are advocating for the bandit. Does that make sense? In Ghana here, if a soldier, somehow anyhow, you beat a soldier in Ashama, and the soldier die in Ashama, they say, maybe mistakenly, then there's a rift between the soldiers in Ashama or whatever, and then the soldier die. All of you that day, you forget that we are in a democratic country. Our soldiers will beat the hell of everybody. Even if you are in a taxi going to the next town, they will stop you and beat you. Nothing will happen. Yeah. And you are in a country, a whole general is being taken and executed like a dog. And then the whole army is quiet like Gary. Isn't it funny? But this time, Nigeria army should have declared war on these people. You want to go after the communities? Don't worry, go after them. We are coming after you. The Air Force are in the air. The ground troops are in the ground. They are hitting them on the ground, firing them from the top. They are hitting them on the ground, firing them. You take full 1 week, we are waging war on them. Go and see, all of them will be finished.
Do they have the ammunitions? Does the Nigerian army has the ammunitions to do that?
Even if it is a katavoom, we know that Nigeria as it is, at least their air force is still active. Their air force is more powerful than these terrorists. These terrorists don't have air support. The terrorists are not using air support. Oh. The only thing they have is this. They have what they can use to combat the air forces from the ground. Those, long range bombs or ammunitions. They have it plenty. Even on the negotiation ground, they brought it. They are holding it like a staff, Moses. And they are letting them to know that we have it. You can't do nothing. If you bring your jet, we'll fire it. These people kill an army officer and wear the dress of the army officer and came to the negotiation table.
Nigeria is gone.
Bam. Nigeria is gone. And African Union and ECOWAS, they are not thinking about deploying the standby forces to go and help Nigerian troops to kill what is coming up to consume all of us. So they want to send the standby forces to Guinea-Bissau because there was coup d'etat there.
That is why I was angry. Look at what is happening in Sudan. Uganda. Look at how Museveni is intimidating Bobby Wine. And they will never issue a statement to tell Museveni to stop that, to make sure that there is a free and fair campaign, free and fair election, and everybody will live peacefully. They will never issue any statement. But let's military take over in Uganda right now. They will do their head and their stupidity to come and issue statements. What kind of people are we?
It's a problem.
Right now, it seems the European Union, I was watching a video, European Parliament are much concerned about what happened in Tanzania, and to the extent of thinking of, there is even a group of lawyers in Madrid, Spain, that have sued Samia, that woman over there, they have sued her into the International Criminal Court. Europeans, the whites, are even caring about the Tanzanians than our African leaders. Animals, animal union. African Union is not African Union anymore. It is animal unions. They are there. They don't care anything. They are not voicing up, adding their voice to anything. What kind of people are we? Huh?
But let there be coup d'etat in Tanzania. We are deploying military troop. They are only active when there is military coup d'etat. I don't know, but that is the only time you see them become active. It looks like the only thing that triggered them is coup d'etat. Because when there is coup d'etat, their brother is in trouble.
Their cartel brother is in trouble.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
They are not leaders, they are dealers. So one of their dealing brother is in trouble. So they have to issue a statement. Idiot.
Calm down. Calm down. It's a problem.
See, at this point, I've stopped blaming the white man. I've stopped blaming the white man. White man is the reason why we are not developing. White man is the reason why. I will blame my own home fathers, my own leaders, because are we animals to the point that even when the thing is right in front of us, we can't see it? What's wrong with us? So, Survivor, let's end it here today.
Great. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you very, very much for your time today. I really appreciate your time today. Thank you very, very much. I don't know your last words. What do you have to tell your people that your last words?
Yeah, so if you're not following the Nation's Uncle, go to YouTube, go to everywhere. It's there. You know my platform already, Official Survivor. It's on YouTube. I have the backup page also, Official Survivor. The first one is Official Survivor Media on YouTube. The second one is Official Survivor. Go and follow those platforms so that you miss any update. And you see, we need to keep talking. We need to keep supporting us because we can talk. If you don't share the video out there and you don't create awareness, our talk will be in vain. So keep supporting us. So long as we have life. I've got to see that it is no longer about content creating. It looks like we are called to save the situation in this generation. We are called to pass the message. We are called And it is a good thing that we have the platform. So this is the time that our platform is needed the most, because we are all seeing the fact that West Africa is falling and is on the same pattern right away, from all the way Sudan, and then Nigeria and Ghana also is rising. The only reason why you need to share the video, you need to like the video, you need to follow our platform, you need to make it a movement, is because we don't want to wake up tomorrow, maybe after we are dead, you and I, we are all gone, our children will be running away from kidnappers, our children will be running, dodging bullets, like what is happening in Sudan right now. People don't have shelter to sleep, they are, under tent and all that. Those are the things we are trying to avoid. So, which is the reason why we can't keep quiet and you can't stop, supporting us. Because at the end of the day, we might be alive and face it, or we will die and go, our children will face it. So keep supporting us. Respect.
However, thank you so much. Family,
Great.
here today. Sunday, you'll see us again. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Great.